Alright, so I said in the end of the last video that I'd see you again when it's daylight. It's dark again. Yeah, I have like a horrible work ethic. So, yeah, it's been like 2 days since I said that. I haven't done shit. Actually, no, I have done stuff. It's just nothing that was really documented. First things first though, show you the trunk now that I got it all primed up. I put the wing back on. So, yeah, I'm happy with it. Like I said, if you get up close on it, actually you can really barely tell now. You can kind of maybe see right there where it's not like super smooth. I don't know, it's really hard to pick up on camera though. It looks pretty damn good. So I'm happy with how that came out. Like I said, I'm not going to leave that permanently. That's just for now. I'll probably re-sand it and like do a final paint once I go and, you know, do more of the whole car. I just want to do it little by little, get pieces in primer, and then once the whole thing's in primer, go down, sand the whole thing down again, like all at once, and then do like one full paint of the whole thing. So that's that. Next thing is, so I hung out with a friend that was a subscriber, or that is a subscriber, I don't know, but he's another Sentra guy, and yeah, so he's came up to my house a couple times now, and just, you know, we've hung out. I've helped him out, you know, stuff on his car or whatever. He's got a B13. I think I already said that. So yeah, he came up the other day, we hung out, and I actually traded him an axle that I had for this. It's a pace setter, I'm pretty sure, header, and I don't know, header. So basically what I'm going to do is, I've from day one hated the manifold that I made. It works, it's been working up until now, but as you could see, like these kind of come down and then flow at each other and then come out this one center pipe. So with that, since it has the individual tubes, I want to be able to take those and like individually one by one go right to the turbo, which might be a little bit difficult just because of how small the housing or the inlet or whatever the hell you want to call this is on the KO4 and the KO3, but I think I can make it happen. So that's what I'm going to try and do. Yeah, so I'm going to get to that. I got a bunch of stuff I got to do before I can really start attacking it. I got to clean up this ugly bench here. Alright, so something I kind of messed up on. One of the last times I put everything back together, my air cleaner was resting a little bit on my radiator. I didn't think anything of it, but it has since vibrated its way and eaten a hole into the radiator. You can kind of see the glint of coolant down there. It's hard to pick up on the camera, but yeah, so that's no good. Luckily, I still have my radiator from the auto, so I can just swap that sucker in there. But yeah, that's kind of just a stupid mistake on my part, but what can you do? So that's another thing I gotta swap out along with doing the manifold here. So I'm gonna start taking stuff apart. Okay, so I got a bunch of stuff apart. Turbo, downpipe, all that stuff is off. You can really see how tiny this turbo is on the hot side. Cold side is like, I feel like your average size. I don't know, it's a pretty baby small little turbo. Pretty little baby small. Probably about the same size as like a T25. Yeah, so I have that header up there just for mocking purposes, so I can kind of start to see where I gotta cut. I had to like bend this way out of the way to get it to clear because this is one piece back there, and it's two pieces from the factory. But yeah, so now basically what I'm going to do is cut these four off there. I got to take off the downpipe and unbolt this, and then I'm going to cut this there, and then basically kind of, I guess, put that back on the turbo, and then kind of get the turbo mocked up where I want it to, and then I'll probably take a piece of bar, like stock or something like that, and weld that from this up to this, just so I could start mocking like the first few pipes up, and then yeah, and then I'll go from there. So I'm probably gonna go take a little break. It's getting kind of late. I don't want to stop just yet, but I do want to take a little break, maybe have a bite to eat. And yeah, at the very least I want to get everything cut and maybe get like one of the pipes at least tacked in. So yeah, I'm gonna go take a break and then get back to it. Okay, so it's been a long night. It is look at that, going on 2 o'clock in the morning, a little after 1:45. So I'm pretty beat, but got a lot done, sorta, kinda. So let's show you where we're at. So I got that all cut up. Whoops. I got just one little ghetto brace going in here, and then I got the flange and the turbo kind of held up where I would like to have it. But here lies my problems. So one thing is, with these two, like ideally, like these are gonna have to come kind of straight into this, and then I'm gonna have these two come over and merge in. But if I have these two come straight, I don't know how the hell I'm gonna get that bolt out. And then also this one's gonna be an issue too if these two are crossing over. So I'm gonna have to find a way to work around that. Kind of sucks. And then my original idea was I made one of these little things, and I was gonna do something with that, but that idea is not gonna work out, because if I put this on there, for one, it kind of hits there, but two, it just makes everything like so high. Like if I was gonna run that, I'd probably have to do external wastegate and clock the turbo differently and do a top mount setup, and it would just turn into more than I want to get into. So I don't know, I'm basically just gonna call it for right now and sleep on it, try and think of what to do next, how I'm gonna start routing these, and then yeah, I'll get back to it tomorrow and hopefully be able to finish it up. Okay, so next day now. I ended up doing a bunch more work last night after I said I was going inside, and I don't know, I got a lot done. So here's what I've came up with. Yeah, this probably isn't the best because they still kind of like flow at each other, which is what I didn't like before, but yeah, should be a little bit better than before. Looks more official. The turbo isn't resting on the manifold anymore, and it's higher up, and it should just be better. So now I basically just gotta pop those off one by one and re-weld them, like weld around this and like all that stuff. Thank you, dude. And then find a way to enclose all this, and hopefully it works. So yeah. Okay, so I'm assuming by the way I look, you can probably tell I've had a long day. Last time I looked in the mirror, I was pretty dirty. So yeah, I did that thing again where I just started cranking down and totally forgot that I'm trying to be a YouTuber and haven't whipped out the camera since I think since when I first got in the garage today, when I showed you guys. Basically I had the manifold all kind of like tacked in place and just had to finalize it. I think that's the last time I did anything on camera, so I'll just walk through where we're at. So I welded it up and went ahead and threw the heat wrap on. It's in a lot better of a location now. It used to be real close to the alternator, the turbo. It used to be real close over here, and it was a little lower down. This also used to hit right here. Now there's a good like 1/4 inch gap. Not that that's massive gap, but at least it's not resting on it anymore. So that's that. And then I went ahead and redid my downpipe, which is why I came out for that big old sucker. And if some of you are maybe thinking like, wow, it looks kind of ghetto, let me show you the other one. So this is this was my first rendition. I mean, it worked, so you can't knock it because it worked. But that's what the first one was. So you see I had a severe angle right here, so basically the turbo is going out and hitting a wall. This time now it's going to go out and flow down to there. Also there was this crazy bend where it like got skinny here, and this is all like I think 2 1/4. This is 2 1/2, and this is actually like 4 inches I think, and it like steps down. And then another thing that should definitely make big difference is you can see the side of the outlets that I had. This is the other one. You can see that's like pretty small. It's like 2 1/4 or 2 1/2 at the widest spot. And then this is the one I just made, which is how it should be, which is a solid 3 inches. So that should make a big difference, I'm hoping. Between that and the new manifold, I'm hoping that makes a big difference. So yeah, I can't get either of the O2 sensors out. That one is like real stuck in there, and then this one I kind of just like welded in there because it's this part is seized and the lower part I got that part out somehow. So I'm gonna look and see how much just a replacement O2 sensor is. Can't imagine it's that expensive, because then I could use I have that bung, and then I have the one that I cut back out for the wideband O2. So tomorrow I gotta put both of those in, and then yeah, and then the manifold and all that stuff's basically done. But I'm not gonna put the car fully back together just yet, because I'm actually trying to save up for a clutch, because this one's just been slipping so bad, and my birthday is actually next week, so I don't know. I'm hoping I can find a way. I already got a couple dollars put aside. Dylan owes me some money, so cross my fingers. I should be able to figure it out and get a clutch ordered in the next week or so. So be able to I'm gonna do a stage 3. I was thinking of doing stage 2, but I don't want to mess around and have it potentially still slip it sometimes. So I'm just gonna go stage 3, 6-puck or whatever. So yeah. Alright, so that's basically gonna do it for this one. Yeah, like I said, the next hopefully the next video I'll be doing, or it probably won't be the next video, but look out for it in the next few weeks. Going to be doing the clutch. So yeah, I guess I'll see you guys next time.